I was just getting some knee pain. It was just not very much at first, but it started to get really bad so that I couldn't walk and I had to keep my leg extended out in front of me. Very painful to move it at all. No movement eventually. And I think it was from something I was doing at work repeatedly, but I don't know that for sure. But when I finally found your name on the website, I moved on that right away because it really impressed me, and I haven't been disappointed. My name is Claire. I'm from Crevitz. My medical condition was that my knee was so painful and I couldn't move it at all. It wouldn't bend. If I tried to bend it or I inadvertently bent it, it would hurt so badly. I think I had been dealing with it for over a month, maybe 2, and I just had other people telling me what they thought it might be. One said a popliteal cyst, a Baker's cyst, same thing I think. Someone said it was probably arthritis or other things, and so other people probably kept me wondering about it to the point where I thought maybe it would go away on its own for a while, but it didn't. The treatments that we tried were acupuncture and topical ointments, but the acupuncturist didn't do anything for me. If it just got better, it got worse because it was going to get worse because it was so off-center. Some of the things that were limiting me were staircases, stairways, anything having to do with bending, reaching. Couldn't do those things unless I thought about it and had to set myself up for those activities. It affected my life in that, well, you have to think about every movement. You can't just be who you are. You're thinking about, where am I going to put my leg? How am I going to put my leg there? Not a way to live. That's why I sought some help. All of a sudden, I think I must have been on the internet, and I told my husband the next day, I want to go here. And he made the appointment that day. I didn't have any fears coming in here. I was looking forward to having some relief. My expectations, I had to discuss it with Dr. Jackson, but what I wanted was no high-intensity radiation, and I also didn't want any medication. And after discussing that with him, he thought that was very doable, and it is, and I haven't had either. It's important to me not to be taking drugs. It's important for me not to be under the knife. It's important for me to just kind of have my body the way it is and see what you can do to help me, but non-invasively. The high-intensity laser therapy is comforting. It's warm, it feels good, and I understand what it's doing, and so I'm very happy to have it available to me. I think Dr. Jackson, for being young, is incredibly good with people my age. I think that he doesn't make you feel like this is something that you did wrong in your life, and this is, there's none of that. There's no guilt about your activity. There's no guilt about neglect or anything like that on your part. I like that, and I think other people would like that. Well, I can move my leg. That's the difference in my life. I can move around now. I can move my leg, I can bend my knee. You take these things for granted, but how nice to be able to bend your knee. The things that solves right there. I have recommended Midwest Pain Solutions to others a lot. It's a new experience. It is a new experience, but I can't say enough about the staff here, how friendly they are, how welcoming, how very comfortable everything is here. Everything you do, everyone guides you through it. You don't, you're never on your own. You're looked after well here. You're looked after well. Midwest Pain Solutions has been the answer to our prayers about finding relief for me, and it has done everything that I wanted it to, and I'm very happy with it.